Whereabouts? Oh, it's like a rune, isn't it? Yeah, it's a rune of sorts. If anyone knows what that symbol means, just leave a comment. We're just in the hills above Brinscall in Lancashire. Just going for a wander. Got a metal detector as well, so I'm going to have a little bit of a see if we can find anything near Rivington, near Chorley. Yep, we're on top of a farmer's field above Brinscall. You can see Preston in the distance, Blackpool Tower, and then the Irish Sea. And that's where it was last week, Southport over there. We've just found an abandoned house over in the distance. Hello Gareth. This is Gareth. He's the metal detecting expert. Just discovered this big old building, probably a barn or an old house.
Hey!
It's amazing, like all these old buildings you find in the countryside. It's like old oak beams, isn't it?
Yeah, all the old cobblestone floor.
Yeah, cobblestone floor. It's been abandoned for a long time, this. It shows you how strong oak is though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that it's still up. Oh, half a tree on me. There's loads of little rooms and that, isn't there? This is the West Pennine Moors, all this area. Lake District, I think, in the distance. Preston, Blackpool, Ormskirk, Southport. Got Winterhill in the distance over there. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. All this moorland's made out of peat, and I remember a couple of years ago it were on fire up Winterhill and it took them ages to put it out. But you've got to be careful if you smoke up here not to drop your cigarette butts. You better put them out with a little bit of water. That's where we've walked from. White Coppice is down there where Sir Henry Tate was from, and over there is Rivington and Winter Hill. Apparently the path splits off to the right down here. What's that? What's that? Yeah. So what's this called, Gaz? It's called Joe's Cup. There's a plaque here. All right, Joe's Cup. Yeah.
Tells you about it.
Oh, was he buried up here, was he?
Used to be a fell runner. Running off fell.
Oh, fell runner. 1939 to 1991.
Yeah. Got a bench.
Oh, it's like a memorial, yeah. It looks nice. It's very peaceful up here. We've got another memorial bench. And then I'm going to walk back down that way to White Coppice. And we're heading back to White Coppice now, where Sir Henry Tate, who started the Tate Art Gallery, comes from. So there's 4 or 5 mounds. Round here used to be lead mines. Down there's White Coppice, and Gaz wants to just metal detect these little mounds just to see if they find anything interesting. Proceed with caution. So what have we got here?
Just Garrett Euro Ace.
Garrett Euro Ace metal detector.
About 12 inches in depth.
Non-ferrous and ferrous metals it can detect as well, can't it?
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. And these mounds here, like, Garrett's going to jump in the middle and see if he's going to fly down to the bottom of the shaft, like. We've always found some treasure. What's he found? Someone's buried a bottle.
Oh, it mustn't be the bottle, there's no signal picking up.
No. What's that?
Little bits of mud, just gonna check.
Detect. Yeah, he detected something. Yeah. What's that?
Small cross.
All right. It's pretty cool. Well, little cross. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it's found something else.
So is it that one?
Was it a penny?
An old coin.
Oh, like a little
Got a
penny.
bit of green patination on it.
Yeah. Bit of patina.
2 cent.
2 cent. Is it American?
Alright. Looks like it's got a lion on it or something.
Lion on it.
Strange. Just on the top, that.
Was it? Where people drop stuff all the time round here, don't they? But would you say riverbanks are quite good to metal detect?
Depends which rivers you go to.
Yeah.
Can be.
I've heard of people doing mudlarking where they go down with metal detectors and have a dig through.
Yeah.
There must be old mine shafts, these, or slag heaps or something like that. There was a lot of lead mining, weren't there, like years ago, a long time ago. Like I'm talking like, I think it was like hundreds of years ago, wasn't it? Like 150, 200 years ago, maybe longer. I'm just wondering, would you find actual lead as well, do you think? Or is it lead ore?
Probably lead ore, I'd imagine.
Do you reckon, yeah?
Move down a bit to the next one.
Yeah. Really important when you come to the countryside that you take your litter with you. We've just found a bottle and we've took it with us. You shouldn't leave your rubbish anywhere in the countryside because wildlife can get trapped in it. Birds, newts, hedgehogs, whatever, like wild animals. Be responsible. Well, Gaz has found something in the second crater, and it's non-ferrous by the looks of it.
Yeah, non-ferrous, 20+ centimetres deep.
So he's going to have a nosy and just see what he can find. Non-ferrous is basically anything that's not iron or steel. So like gold, aluminium, silver, bronze, lead. Might be a secret stash.
Might be.
Sometimes you get people doing geocaching, don't you, with that apps and stuff, hiding stuff. And
I've found an old silver coin up here before, about inch and a half.
have you?
Could be an old can or something. It's,
An old beer can, would you've just buried it?
yeah, could it be a non-ferrous? The metals such as aluminium and silver, they show up as the same on the metal detector. Right, yeah, there we go.
An old beer can.
Old beer can.
What? Does it still have the writing on it? Is it Pepsi?
An old can of Coke.
Old can of Coke.
It's an old aluminium can. Yeah.
That is an old can of cork, that.
It is.
That's probably like 20, 30-year old by the looks of it.
Let's check there's nothing else in there. Nope.
Nah. Well, no treasure this time. There's plenty of wildlife around. We saw a newt on the path up over the hill towards White Coppice from Brinscall. Little newt. I think you sometimes see birds of prey up here because I think they feed on the rabbits and that, don't they? Mice. This is the third mound. If you know what the mounds are, just leave it in the comments section, because we don't know what they are. We think there's something to do with the lead mine.
Possibly mine shafts or broken body.
Yeah. This one looks a bit deeper, doesn't it? Like it's a bit more sunken. It's quite steep, that one, though, isn't it? Do you know what they might be, these, actually? I think some of the locals were telling me. During World War II, they used to drop bombs over the locals used to light beacons, like fires, and the Germans used to bomb the hills instead of the villages and towns. That's what one of the locals was telling me. Anyway, I'll have to have a proper look on the internet. So they could be bomb craters. What's that? A little bit of a rock.
That's a good signal for something that's gold.
Is it?
But it doesn't mean it is. Only one way to find out.
And that's to dig. Someone might have lost something down here or something, maybe.
No.
Found something.
I think it's an old can, possibly.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, that might be. Where's the plastic?
Might be something in it, maybe. Is that a cash converter's bag?
No. Something. Looks like a loaf bag. Someone's had a picnic here.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a gold signal. It could be a ring or something, maybe. Let's just check again.
Oh no, it's something below that, isn't it?
not gold, whatever it is.
What do you think it is, that?
Possibly part of a can, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, someone's had a pattern. The thing with it is your gold and your silver alarms, they come up right next to each other, so when the metal's in the ground,
Yeah.
you want to get a rough signal.
It's like at the end of a can or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone's had a pat once, so yeah. It's the same signal as gold, that is. That's what it was.
Alright. That's cool. We're heading back down on the footpath back down to White Coppice. And that's where we've come from. That's where the mounds were up there. Met some lovely people out and about having a chat. Got some old dry wall in it, stone wall. What do they call it? Is it stone wall? Dry stone walling, all done by hand. Quite typical for the north of England. And it's all like, these are all stones that they use. And just over this hill here, you can see Chorley. And right in the distance you can see the Ribble estuary. It's a bit hazy today, but when it's not that hazy you can see as far as, what would you say, as far as the North Wales? Yeah. And as far as Lake District over there.
Rocks in the distance, which you just about make out to the head. There's a face of a man in the rocks. It's called the Old Man of whatever the location is.
Is it?
It's nice when you drive past it.
Yeah. Just heading down the hill to White Coppice. It's really important when you come up places like this to have suitable footwear, like hiking boots or even work boots, because it can be slippy and boggy and muddy and wet and slippy. Just in the distance there's a bit of a ravine. Just where Gareth's gone. We'll go and have a quick nosy. What is it? Is it like a ravine or something? Like, oh yeah, it's quite high. We're quite high up. Yeah. I don't think you can get down that way though, can you? Can you get down that way? I've gone slightly off the beaten track here. There's a bit of a river and a waterfall down there. But just be careful, there is actually a footpath you can go down. This is why you need suitable footwear, because if you wore trainers, you'd probably slip on your arse. Down there, that's White Coppice village. So you can get down fairly easy then. Yeah. I'm going to cut the video while I go down here because it's a little bit gravelly. We've got, that's where we've just come from. It's quite gravelly. We've just come from up there. But it's quite nice down here. A nice place to have a picnic with your family. Water break, I think now. It's quite a nice view from here, isn't it?
I just thought that sound bit water and swimming.
It's quite relaxing. We had a good walk, Gaz.
Loved it.
Loved it, yeah.
Amazing.
It's better than staying in pub all day on a bank holiday weekend, isn't it?
I don't.
I do, sometimes. Just walking down to like a stream, river type thing. Still quite high up here, aren't we? I don't think you can, really. I don't think you can. So I might have read the map wrong, you know, like, it might not be there, it might be a bit further over on hill. But have a look on Google if you can get a signal. All this is drinking water, isn't it? It all gets collected into the Anglesark reservoir. It's like a channel at the bottom, and it all goes through to there. You might want to go down that way, Gaz. Just be careful. Say be careful. Yeah, it's all the drinking water that comes off the hills. It all goes down into the Anglesark reservoir, and then it gets channeled out and treated. Oh, what have you got? Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. A bit of a waterfall for you. Yeah, there's something quite enchanting about it, really. It's quite peaceful. Yeah, a bit of barbecuing going on. What's that? Yeah, it looks like it's just been built out of the stone from round here. Yeah.
Coppice with this stuff?
Probably. Is it like sandstone and like granite and all that lot? You've got a sluice gate, you can divert the water. That must be for diverting water to that another reservoir or something, maybe. That's where we've walked from, up there. It's nice and relaxing round here. I think when it rains heavy, it does get pretty deep down here. This is like where all the water comes down.
Like rocks coming down.
Yeah. It's like a culvert in it where it stops everything. That must be the old like sluice gate there.
Your bridge across the somewhere.
Yeah, just over here. There's definitely, I've seen trout in this river, but I think it must be permit holders only. And there's a little cafe just behind the trees here, and a cricket ground. And White Coppice has literally not got that many houses. They're all little cottages. Yeah, you never know, it's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah, you can definitely see fishes in there. I think probably other side. No. And over here is the cricket ground. Also, Brinscall's that way, and over that way would be Chorley, I think, Eves Lane, if you kept on going. But it's miles away that way. White Coppice. Henry Tate was born here. I think we're probably a lot closer than that, I think. Just walking back to Brinscall, now on the flat path, and it's an absolute joy. Well, thanks for following me and Gareth on the video and that. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to like, subscribe, and leave some comments and that, that'd be great. See you later.